What's up, everybody? This is a 2003 Nissan Murano. Just gonna let y'all know if y'all got an engine rattle and it's like annoying, sounds like something's knocking inside the motor, it's just like rattling constantly and you can't figure it out, or if you got a fault for a VIAS, VIAS fault, then remove the valve right here. It's 3 12mm bolts. You're gonna have to loosen up that 10mm right there for this harness. Kind of like remove some of these things. 10mm here, just undo the clips. Right here, right here, right here. Put your hardware to the side. And like there's 3 12mm bolts right there that came out. I used an extension. They're kind of tight in there, so don't slip on it and strip it out. But this device valve right here, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes this motor, this intake motor that I took off, that thing makes a lot of noise, and sometimes the screw can fall out in the intake and damage your valves and everything. So I'm gonna show you how to refurbish it, repair it, so you don't have to spend $250 to fix it. To replace it. So here we go. So here we go right here. This is my finished product. After I got done, only took about 15 minutes. That's the plunger. That's it right there. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. It don't make no noise. It's nice and quiet. Greased up, ready to go. All right, so first thing you're gonna do, there's a pin right there, if you can see it. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. That pin right there, there's 2 sides to that pin. That's what they don't want you to know. So you're gonna hammer it out from this side down. It's got 3 indentions right here. Those indentions just to lock it in, but you're gonna hammer it this side down. So it's gonna come out from this side right there. Once you get it out, put it to the side. Then you're gonna take the plunger off. It should be a plastic cap for that plunger also that sits in there. But so once you get that pin out, that's the part you basically gonna fill with grease after you clean it all up. You're gonna take this screw out right here and this screw out right here. Before you do that, mark, see how I put a little line above the P? I marked how it came out. The valve, the actual flap right there, and then also mark the top of it. You can see I marked both sides. So I knew where it goes back in exactly the same way. Take these 2 out, right here, these 2 screws. So then you take this flap, put it to the side, take this plunger, put it to the side. I shoved grease inside the plunger also right there. Basically right there. It's nice and quiet and it's blowing air out of. So once you get it out, you can feel it that it's gonna blow air out that side. Then it's good. It's also got a little grease hole that you can add grease in it right there too. But I just shoved grease inside of it to make it good. Anyway, here we go. Once you remove all that, take this piece right here. It's gonna be a solid long piece. This one right here. It's gonna slide out. Once you get that out, put it to the side. Take this gasket, pull it off, and slide it down. Now you got the whole valve alone. Only thing you gotta do now is, I'm gonna zoom in for you so you can see it, but there's a lock washer right there with teeth on it, see it? And then an orange rubber gasket behind it. You're gonna take a little pick like this, pop that one out, pop that lock washer out, get that orange gasket out, clean everything up, use a little bristle brush on the actual, on the motor itself, on the whole thing. Bristle brush everything. See how clean it look? It look good. After you get it done clean, wipe it down, grease everything up. Now this the catch right here. You're gonna take some grease and you're gonna grease the chamber right here where this part slides into. Grease the hell out of it right there. Grease the hell out of it there. You're going to grease the inside right here. And then put the orange rubber gasket back in. Put the lock washer back on top. You can use the bottom of this. Just pop the lock washer in right in place. Once you pop that lock washer in place, it's good. Then you can shove this piece back down on top of that. And it's going to slide in. It's going to go in there. It's going to shove in there. Grease going to come out. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Then you got to put the pin back in. This is the important part. So the pin don't go in this side. It goes in this side where the 3 indentions are. Don't forget. So you're going to slide it in this way, downward. So once you get that pin in, hammer it in. It's going to be a little difficult to hammer it in because there's going to be a lot of grease in there. But once you get it in, you can use like a bit like this and a hammer. It worked perfect. Get that part in. All right, now once you get that done, you're going to have some Loctite. Use some Loctite on these 2 bolts, this one, that one, and these 2 bolts, this one, that one. Loctite those in, tighten them down. Not too tight, but snug. Then don't forget to mark your flap where you marked it at from before. Put it back in the same way. Then you're going to see that there's no more play in this side to side. It won't have any play at all. And then you're going to take the plunger. You're going to lock that plunger back in where it's supposed to go. Just like this. Once you lock that plunger back in, kind of difficult one-handed, but hold on. Once you lock that plunger back in like that, your valve should blow the air out one side. And then take the gasket, grease up the gasket, put that gasket back on. Once you get that gasket back in, your valve is good to go. Refurbished and repaired. Save you $300 plus labor. They try to charge me $500 plus for that. All right, everybody. Have a good one.